Hello there, Patreon family. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, December 11th, 2020. It's me, your famous, your favorite bitch. And we're doing a weekend watch out. Okay, and we're already getting messages. I don't know, because it's one of those days where things are very, very busy. Okay, like it's things that are going on. Like this week has been busy. Like stuff has been very preoccupied, but not in a bad way. Like it's in a good way. Like we feel change coming. We like see the change. Things are happening. We just have to remind ourselves to slow down and be grounded throughout these processes right now. Make sure we're taking our breaths and really ease on in. It's going to be really important this weekend because there's a lot of energy that's still, swirling because of this new moon eclipse that we have coming up. So we have the solar eclipse in Sagittarius on December 14th. It's going to be at Sagittarius 23 degrees. I talk a little bit more about the transits that are coming up in Mystic Moments, which is going to drop on Monday. So if you are interested, please check that out because, listen, it's going to be lit. But I wanted to just get kind of some guidance for us, Patreon family, our tribe and what have you. And our message for today so far is learn from the past. This is represented in the elephant spirit. Number 25 is at the top. 25 breaks down to a 7. So I want you to think about this weekend as posing you and preparing you to learn from the past. So what does that mean? What situations do you know that you are going into this weekend that may be sort of closing cycles, and you have an opportunity to try things out anew, or you have an opportunity to do something with this newer sense of awareness because you've been practicing to get here. Elephants are, if I remember correctly from school, elephants have really great memory. So it's you never really forget everything. You never really let go of stuff. You remember stuff, you process stuff, very much giving forgive but don't forget type energy. And it's just okay, have you forgiven yourself? Even if you you can't forget about it, but have you forgiven yourself for maybe some actions that you took in the past, and maybe you're going to find yourself in a situation where you are having to use what happened in the past as kind of your barometer to determine and decide how you want to move forward. So this is perfect for me because I know that I will be in a place where I'm going to be around different energies and stuff like that. And I sometimes tend to shut down when I'm around people or more than 3 or 4 people at a time. So I'm needing to tell myself to calm down. I'm needing to tell myself to just be reminded that, the past has so many things that have helped to set up this very moment in time. And I've learned I'm not the same person I was before. I'm not going to succumb to the same triggers that I used to at a different moment in time. I'm not going to respond from, this trauma response place, from this trauma filled place. I'm going to respond from this healed place, this energy where I'm working forward and moving towards something brand new. So how can you use that energy, use that information as we go into this weekend? What else do we have coming up before I go into the reading? Nothing, just read. Okay. And I flipped right to it. It says, although we often wish we could leave the past behind, Elephant Spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down to us traditions they have shaped to express our connection to each other and respect for the community. What has come before informs what we are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. This appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. So you already know, you've been learning a lot of lessons or having to close out a lot of cycles, close out a lot of lessons recently. And you know that this is a time where you are kind of I think about it as floating through portals right now, but at a different speed because you got it. And you're confident in what it is that you have. You're confident, you're aware, you're good to go. You feel what I'm saying? And this is a time where you have to make sure that you hold yourself accountable to this new state of awareness that you have found yourself in and know what keeps you there. Learn from the past. Do not give people the same energy that you used to give them because they don't deserve it in that same way. And you know who I'm talking about if I'm mentioning this. You feel what I'm saying? You know what it is that does not deserve all that yip yip yang yang from you anymore. So it's how do you trust that this weekend and know that it's setting you up for this new moon eclipse where you basically about to pull off on these motherfuckers, okay? You about to pull off on these niggas and be skirt, skirt, Like, that's really what is going to be given this week, or this weekend, as you go into like next week. So get into your adventurer bag, be your own bad bitch. Let's roll out. It says, all of us are memory-based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are going and where we are. The stories of events you experience, the stories in our collective memory, and the stories of relationships you have had can be told many ways. What story will you tell? So this is kind of like reframing your narrative. Ooh, that's the title. That has to be the title. Reframing the narrative. So it's like you are basically like you're the same person, but like you have different things going on, so you don't have to respond in the same way. So like, how are you reframing that this weekend? And how do you notice your actions? And how do other people around you notice those same actions? And it just all comes together. Like, it's going to be so beautiful when you start really seeing the parts of you that are healed. Okay. It says, elephant spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in you a sense of power and dignity. For you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. So the protection message asks, are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you a moment's pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story. Alter the traditions in ways that acknowledge that we all evolve, for transformation is our nature. Elephant Spirit calls you not to be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past. Learn from the worst and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by Elephant Spirit, who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. Your strength, your wisdom will get you through this weekend, okay? And this is a moment where you need to honor that as you continue on. Y'all see I'm pulling shit open because I didn't got the hit to like look at some other stuff. So we about to look up, I like to do this a lot of the time, Google like the elephant totem meaning. So I'll hop on Google and see like what else it means, what's the spiritual meaning of it. So we're going to talk about that really quickly. So it says, elephant as a spirit totem and power animal can help you nourish the mind, body, and spirit so you are strong during trying times. So this exemplifies focused power and strength. When this makes an appearance in your life, it represents a new, improved relationship with the sacred feminine in all her aspects. Shamans and light workers tell us that elephant guides us towards a deeper understanding of the maiden, the mother, and crone, and helps us reconnect with our own positive feminine attributes. What else does it say? It says it loves seekers and students, and oftentimes comes at a time when you're focused on those types of goals in your life, mundanely or metaphysically. So you are growing, you are expanding, and you're also going to be learning some new things about how to take care of yourself, like in this new awareness, in this new time. This is also a message of connectedness. Have you lost intimacy with those in your home? Have you been lax in keeping touch with your family? Have you meditated and stretched your empathic/telepathic skills so you are attuned to your tribe on the deepest levels of your being? These are the questions that the elephant puts forward. Are you being called to examine your commitment to family? It also says that those struggling with sexual issues may find the elephant appears as a helpmate for transformation. This expands your awareness of all your senses and sensuality. This lesson begins with a cornerstone of sincere affection and grows from that point of trust and compassion. So trusting someone and like allowing that to grow, like I put it to you like this, you're not fucking strangers. You know what I'm saying? You waiting until something is there. You got to have a connection. It's like, because you know yourself and your spirit knows this person, this energy, you'll feel more comfortable. So like, make sure that you feel that. Is there anything else? Making sure you're confident, making sure you're persistent, making sure that you have commitment to, you know, it says being the breadwinner. So get into the bag. So I feel like this weekend is going to be good for your spirit in so many different ways. I feel like this is a time for you to really just like call on your strength and know that some of these things that may be happening this weekend, call on the elephant totem, call on the elephant spirit to help you, you know, find your power again, find your strength, find your compassion, whatever that means for you. I'm also getting the nudge because I wanted to keep this nice and short because there's just so much going on. But I wanted to connect. And I also needed some guidance for myself for this weekend because I hadn't pulled. So, you know, we learning together. So I'm like, okay, like this is very much a weekend of learning from the past. It's going to be some things to happen. All I got to do is like show up and be where I'm at. And that's it. And I'm also really glad that, you know, we're having some sexual healing this weekend because that means that Let's see what I'm, okay, that was fast. All these little fast cards y'all throwing at us. I appreciate that. Ooh, all right, this is a read. You're working too hard. The angels are asking you to find a healthy balance between your career and your personal life. Be willing to ask for help from others in order to lighten the load so you can better take care of yourself. Straining to make others happy can be harmful to your health. So I need to make sure that I really disconnect this weekend, because I will try to like book things and da-da-da-da-da, and I just need to be in the physical space that I am and really enjoy like my personal life. And I hear that because I know that when I get back, like things are gonna be really crazy. And I'm also still learning how to like separate, you know, work and like, you know, being on top of things and like being on top of taking care of myself. And I know that that is something that I need to like really perfect in 2021. And this weekend feels like I need to make sure that I'm putting me first no matter what, because I'm there to do me. And I'm here to do me, period. And I'm working too hard. And I know that I'm working too hard. And I've been told this multiple times. So I really need to sit and assess this. So I'm actually going to sit and assess this before this meeting that I have and pray that it's only 30 minutes, because I only have like 30 minutes right now. I need to pack. I just saw 11:11. So I send you guys so many blessings. What other messages do we have before I close out? I get kind of like the message of like focus, really center yourself. You see how I kind of like ask myself like questions to just like clarify before I move on. And then I just heard that in the kitchen. So it's just like, that's what I do in order to kind of like find my center and make sure that I'm checking in to make sure that I'm happy. So I need to make sure that I do that, and I'm passing it on to you. And I hope that you find that of assistance, but I hope that this finds you in good spirits this morning. We go and talk to each other at the beginning of next week. You know that we have this solar eclipse coming up. We got the great conjunction coming up. It's about to be a deep ass December. We dive in deep, mamacita. But learn from the past this weekend. You are wise. You are grounded. You are whole. You're good to go. All right. I love you. I hope that you guys, I love this. It is pink aventurine, orange aventurine, and clear quartz. It's a mala bead bracelet or mala bead necklace that was made by Creative Soul Way on Instagram. Please check them out. I'll make sure to tag them below if you're interested. But I want to get this out to you guys before I end up leaving. So let me shut the fuck up. Love you. See you guys at the very beginning of next week. Peace.